a church have no love, it means that it should not exist. There must be somebody inside the church that have love. The only way we can be transformed is through the Word and the Holy Spirit taking that Word and transforming it. Pastor Cato. But yet, he said, if that was glorious, when they had to go through that, they had a veil, Pastor Cato. In other words, Pastor Cato, they were not real. The veil represents that they didn't really become themselves. They did not really expose themselves. They didn't really come out as who they are. And sometimes, Jeremiah, you could have a veil on your life. You are experiencing little drizzle and little bits of God's glory. You understand? But it's not the real thing, and you think that you have it. So sometimes a lot of Christians, because they got blessed yesterday, because they put $5 in the offering, and the Lord gave them $100. Boy, they feel that they are saved forever, but they are dying and going to heaven. You understand? And we could be misled to think that we are really going to be with God, but yet we are perishing. You understand? I'm telling you, I will not lie to you. Some of you here, honestly, some of you, the truth is, maybe of all the people here, it could be just 1 or 2% here, Pastor Tito, that really is not good. You understand? It could be. I'm telling you. Because you just don't know. Okay, if I ask everybody, don't raise your hand. If I ask everybody, how many of you are sure if you die now, you're going to be with God? They may raise their hand, Pastor Cato, because they are ashamed. They know. They're not sure. And you know how you can know if they're sure? Pastor Cato, if a man walks with a gun here and begin to spray, you will see the mess. And believe me, some of them would never come back to anywhere gunshot intimidation is gathering. I'm telling you, after the incident in the Catholic Church, do you know there are some people who never put their feet, they said that they will not go to the Catholic Church again. You understand what I'm saying? And you could be in church, and if, like the things that happened in Africa, they come and put bombs in the church and blow it away. And maybe the day is coming when somebody, because Prophet Shorn is for a lot of trouble out there. So somebody may just decide and put the business out, may decide to come in here and blow us away. How many of you would make it? Are you sure? I like to I like to go in the right places and quickly. So because if I keep quicking you like that, you will leave for God. So if it takes time for me to do it, prophets, one thing you need to understand about prophets. Prophets, they don't preach what a message that is written. They preach what they are feeling. So they go and prick wherever the frequency take them. Somebody out there, somebody that will may just be there. So they try to meet. So before I finish here, I have touched you everywhere you're supposed to be touched. Because I'm feeling, I'm seeing. When the time of teaching comes, I teach. Are you sure? You're not sure? Veils. How do we tear down the veils? Performance-driven generation. Jesus called them hypocrites. How many hypocrites do we have here? My hand is up, so that's okay. Right? I think I'm the only one, right? The truth is, when Jesus came here, Jesus may have found that probably every one of us here are living a double standard life. You are not. Let me tell you, some of you, yes, it's true. Our own partners, we are not. We are one, or we are two-faced. Most times, two. When last did you really open? Now, when people come to me, they know they have to open because I open them. Pastor Keto, now, when I'm asking them the question, Pastor Keto, I already know. So I'm hitting the right question. I said, hey, how many persons you cheated with? I already know. So I will hit it anyway. Before I say, so don't try. I said, but look, you're lying to me. Don't try to tell me. Just tell me that because one thing. I said, anywhere I go, Pastor Keto, if I meet a pastor or preacher, when I go to Africa or anywhere I meet and I sit among a preacher, the Lord begins to tell me what they are going to do. What? An African preacher called me last week from Nigeria. I begin to go into his wife and himself. He said, I have not gotten anybody to talk to in Nigeria. He said, you've gone into all my... I said, you understand? I said, yeah, you can trust me. This is one man you can trust. I already know, but it's one man you can trust. I'm not... This is how it is. But he may be dying in Nigeria. He don't know who to trust because he gives counsel to the president, Pastor Keto, everywhere. Men all over the world calls him. So Pastor Keto, he does not know who to talk to. He cannot trust his other pastors. Okay? That's why God calls prophets. That prophets could go into situations. You understand? Had I met Zachary, I would be able to tell the brethren and help the brethren. Help the brethren. You understand? So I said, people, don't try to lie to me. I already know. I already said. And I usually play. And one thing, I know how to play. Like I don't know. I'm not saying, and it's a good, I do it because you have to humble yourself. You know, if you are a man of God, whatever, you have to take the humble part. Don't ever show people what you know. Too easy. Let them tie up themselves, trap themselves with their lies, and then you will untie them. Show them that this is the consequences for lying. I always tell people in church, sometimes they go. I said, whoever they are, whether in government or not, I will speak to the government anytime. You understand? A few ministers came and sat in front of me. One is trying to give. I said, let me tell you something. I said, look, me, this prophet here. I said, let me tell you something. Don't try to do that. Let me tell you. As a matter of fact, let me show you the business. I went into his business. And I said, let me tell you something. Don't try to play that thing with me. Yes. You understand? You don't try. So why you come? You came into prophets and you want to act like. You understand? We are not goddess. You understand, Pastor Ken? It's real. We are the light of the world. Every level. If you are a prophet, be a prophet. If you are a businessman, be the best businessman. If you are a prophet, you have to be accurate at it. Because people will come to test you and see what you have. And people try, they just try. I said try. That is why I say to try. You understand? If I tell you it, I saw it. And it will manifest sometime. Can do.